Hey guys, what's going on? This is Andrew here today, and we're going to be discussing the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 and how they compare 11 months later. I'm going to give a reminder that next month I'm going to do an entire summary of the consoles for the year, as well as making separate review videos for all of the three next gen consoles, including the PS5, Series X, and Series S, so definitely be tuned in to all of that for next month. To start off, I'm going to apologize for my coverage last month on the PS5. As it turned out, Austin Evans was wrong about the new model revision of the PS5, and it turned out that the new one did have more efficient cooling than the first model. It's nothing to get worked up about, in my opinion, because you really can't go wrong with either console, at least with the information that we have now, but I figured I would point that out anyway since it actually spiked a lot of controversy last month. Since we started with the PS5, we might as well stay on that topic. On September 30th, GameStop restocked about 50 PS5s in each store, and a lot of the consoles sold out and went to people who actually wanted them for themselves. I'm not sure how many stores got them exactly, but I do know that each location that I worked at got around 50 and sold them all after many hours. I'm not sure if this is going to happen again anytime soon, but I hope this means that we will be seeing the consoles come available more often in these quantities. Let's also hope that a similar event will be happening with the Series X's as well. Moving on, last month we saw the release of both the Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding director's cuts, and it looks like they were definitely worth the upgrades in terms of the visual content, as well as some improved performance and gameplay features as well. I have not picked up the games yet, but despite owning them on PS4, I'm definitely going to get them eventually as I have not been playing my PS5 enough. Their game showcase in September was absolutely insane. It looks like we're going to have a great generation because we saw titles such as God of War Ragnarok, Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection, Gran Turismo 7, and so many others that were just mind-blowing. As a Spider-Man fan, I'm really excited to see that another entry was announced so soon. I just hope that it meets the expectations. Next up, it looks like we are getting our first 8K 60 FPS game on PS5, and that is The Tourist. It's not like it's the most intensive game out there, but it's cool to see the console's 8K features being utilized. Lastly, on the PlayStation side, the PlayStation Plus games of this month are Mortal Kombat X and PGA Tour 2K21 on PS4, and Hell Let Loose on PS5. Moving on to the Series X, this has sort of been a slow month for news. Starting off, the Series X finally has Dolby Vision, so if you have a TV that supports that feature, here's your opportunity to take advantage. Next up, an adapter has been made to basically take away the reason to get one of Xbox's proprietary storage, and that is an adapter that allows for you to use your own M.2 mini SSD on the console. In my opinion, this is a great idea. The Xbox SSDs are way too expensive, and this may get Microsoft to finally drop the prices. This adapter is only going to be $30. Next, xCloud is coming to consoles. I love that this exists because this may mean that a user might not have to upgrade from their Xbox Ones if they have a decent internet connection. Those who don't play games much can simply get Game Pass, and it will end up saving them more money in the end so they don't have to get a whole new console. Just think about it. If you have an Xbox One S or One X, those both output 4K, so if you're getting 4K, basically 4K streaming games, saying you have a fast internet connection, what's the point of having a Series X if your system can seriously handle those kind of games over the Wi-Fi? This next thing I'm going to talk about isn't surprising, but the Xbox is starting to become more and more like a gaming PC. Microsoft Edge has mouse and keyboard support, and since it is a Chromium-based browser, you're able to easily use apps such as Discord and Google Docs, making it to where you can use the Xbox as a workstation as well. On top of that, you can even do some emulators online because there are some browser emulators that you can use. Modern Vintage Gamer did a video where he used the Series S to play some emulators through Microsoft Edge, and I think that's pretty cool. Funny enough, I am using my Xbox Series X currently to write the script on Google Docs, the script of this video to be exact. And lastly, the free games with gold for the month are Arrow, Hover, Castlevania Harmony of Despair, and Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Now it's time to compare the consoles. Clearly, I think the PS5 won this month by a pretty big margin. Newer games were announced, more games came out, and there has been a ton more availability thanks to that GameStop restock on the 30th of September. On the Xbox side of things are still doing great in terms of the new features that the console has, but we still haven't seen any major restock of the console just yet. But hey, after what happened with the PS5 restocks, we may get something similar on the Xbox side soon. Although we don't have a ton of games coming to the system just yet, I'm very excited to get Halo Infinite in December. So anyway, guys, that's it for this month. I seriously can't believe that next month is the 1-year anniversary. Thank you all for tuning into these videos for the past few months. I've had an absolute blast. I'm going to miss making these videos. So see you guys next month on the big review videos. Thank you all for watching the video.